Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we have a fun video. We're going to go over the very brand new to me, it's not new. This is the Nude Dress Dior Quint. I have swatches for y'all. I'm going to swatch each shade on the eye so you can see what it looks like. I kept my mascara on so that you'll be able to see what it looks like with mascara. Then we'll create a look together. I think that I just love the Dior Quint formula, and we're going to see today if it lives up to the others that I just adore and love. So let's get started, y'all. I ended up picking up this new dress from Saks. Yeah, and you know, the color story is similar to what I thought it would look like online, you know, in person. Sometimes you can't always say that with Dior because sometimes their swatches online do not match up what you're going to get. Just saying. But this is a very peachy, neutral, everyday palette, kind of right up my alley if we're totally honest about it. It's gorgeous. I love the color story for sure. Now, I am filming in natural daylight so that you'll be able to see what they look like, kind of a natural light. But I have swatches here for you guys. Like I said, this is the new dress. This is part of their permanent line for the palette, the 5 colors couture eyeshadow palette. And it's a 6-month shelf life, as well as it holds 7 grams of product. Just to kind of give you an idea, here are the swatches so that you guys can see them. I had a hard time with that center matte shade, that peachy matte. I don't know. We're going to see how it looks on the eye though. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and it retails. How much is it? Like the major question. And just to let you know, it retails for $62 here in the US. Let's go ahead and swatch them on the eye. I think I'm going to start from this side over and then middle and then here and here. So we'll do that. I'll also put something, I'll put a little picture of the palette so you'll know which one I'm swatching down below. I always find that helpful. I don't know. I like to do that. If you like that, let me know. I don't know if it helps or whatnot, but I like to do it. I am taking a jumbo blender to start with this shade here, and I'm going to go all over this eye here. We'll just see how it goes. Wow, that's a gorgeous shade. Wow, that is a beautiful shade, you guys. Blended, like a dream. Gosh, can you see it? It blended like a dream. Can you see it? How gorgeous. Very pretty, for sure. Just gonna wipe my brush off. I have these towels that I bought off Amazon. I love them. They're microfiber towels. And I bought them off Amazon. They're kitchen towels, but I use them to clean my brushes. And although you can still see the pigment on the brush, the pig is actually, there's no color still there, but you know how sometimes it can stain the brush if you put it in the pigment. All right, this time we're gonna go in with this shade. Usually these right over here are topper shades, just usually. So let's go ahead and pack that on the lid. See what happens here. I think I used an old mascara, guys, today. I had one that I was supposed to throw out from Chanel, and I know that it's old because it will flake, and I've been seeing some things flake. Because I usually do not have issues at all with that mascara. So what do we think about this? Now, usually that's a topper shade. I would say I get a good amount of pigment with that. It's more of a shimmer. Isn't that interesting? That one's more of a shimmer to me than a topper. Do you agree? I really like this peach kind of copper. Ugh, so pretty, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna take these off and then we will try on some more. Okay, let's try this shade here. It's like a peachy shade. It's in the middle here. This is the one that didn't swatch the best, so I'm kind of worried about it. No, I'm hoping. Sometimes they don't swatch well, but they look good on the lid. You know what I mean? So Let's try that on the lid, see what happens. Oh, you know, it seems to have a bit of shimmer in it. And not, is it? Does that have shimmer in it? It's like matte shimmer. What is that? Is it shimmer? That is interesting. Okay. I think it looks fine on the lid. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, guys. I feel like it looks fine on the lid. What do you think? I don't know if performance is up to speed with, the shade is like, I don't know. You can see it sticking and not very pigmented. It's kind of a little patchy. I don't know about that shade, guys. Just on swatch for the eye. Dior. These are my favorites. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, you never know. You just never know until you try. All right, let's try the bottom one here. And let's see what that one looks like. And I'm packing it on, guys. I mean, I'm packing these shades on so that we can kind of tell what they would look like on. This is a pretty shade, isn't it? It's kind of a taupey shimmer. Very neutral. I thought this would be a lot darker than what it is. Huh. A little cooler. What do you think? Yeah, this shade is like not my favorite right here. I mean, I like the peach shade, but it's a little patchy and it's almost like it's supposed to be matte, but it's not matte. It's quite odd. It's got a lot of white undertone in it. Can y'all see that? It's weird, kind of odd. I wonder if anyone else's is like that. It's really dry looking. This one, however, is very beautiful. If you have this palette, let me know if yours are like that too. That one shade, I'm curious. Yeah, this one's really pretty on the lid. Let me see. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good with just a natural everyday look. You know, like you could go like this, one and done and go. We have one left and it's this, it's so beautiful. This shade here, isn't that amazing? It's almost like a copper, or like not a copper, like a tan leather. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm really curious what it looks like in the crease, like when you're trying to blend them all together. I'd be really curious to hear or to see how that goes. I haven't used this yet, so these are all first impressions, but I will say that I've tried other palettes and I kind of know the formula pretty well. And I do know that that middle formula is not normal for these. So I'm curious to know if it's just dried out or what happened. Yes, this all over shadow is like everything I want and more. What do you think? Ah, yes, it's so pretty. Yes, it's so beautiful. I do love that. Oh, I wonder if I can build it up a little bit. It's not too much either, right? I don't feel, and look how it blends, it blends out so well. I mean, forgive my, so far so good, guys. All right, let me take this off and let's do our look together. All right, I cleaned up around my eyes a bit. And I think we're gonna start with that shade here, the one I really liked, kind of the camel color shade. Really pretty, right? Let's do the Chikuhodo blend brush here. Really cool brush, really neat. So I'm just gonna lightly tap it and I'm going to go right here and be really light with the blend so that we can have a really pretty, just diffused eye. Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. That is gorgeous. It's just easy, simple. Let's do the other lid. It blends so well, this shade. That's a beautiful shade, y'all. Wow. Now I want to build it up, but we're going to do an everyday kind of look. But that is gorgeous. Just in the lid, or in the, yeah, in the crease, and you're good to go. I feel like it adds a lot of really great depth to the eye. Now let's try that matte shade in the center. Well, I don't even know if it's matte. What is it? Matte? Who knows? I'm going to try it on the lid and just see what happens, because I'm curious to see. It's almost like it's supposed to be a little sparkly, but it's so, it doesn't build well. Well, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not like the best. It's a little patchy, but it's got this metallic shift to it. I'm gonna get a little closer so you guys can see. Can you see that? It's almost like the metallic shift is making it look a bit patchy, but I don't know if that's like the way it's supposed to be or not, but I'll put it on right here so you can see. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not Dior. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about that? Do you think it's okay, or do you think it's kind of, I don't know. See, usually now this is a little topper, and I would go with my finger and kind of go over right here, and then it would give a lot of sparkle, but this one doesn't do that. Okay. Let me try, let's do, what do we want to do next? Maybe we'll do this shade here. Is this more of, no, that's a shimmer. It's just the oddest thing, guys. I don't know. I'm just going to go in the shimmer and throw it right here. Like, I felt like this here should have been a really good topper. Is something wrong with this palette, guys? Am I missing something? Like, this one almost seems dry. Look how this is swatching. Is that how it's supposed to be? It's not very... I'm having issues. I'm not expecting to have issues. Why am I having issues? Okay, let's try this right here. Okay, well that right there is pretty, right? Maybe it's just supposed to be more of a highlighting shade, because I'm used to it being a topper shade, so maybe it's just me. Is it me? It's not me, it's you. Talking about the palette. Oh, bless. I mean, come on. What is going on here? So I'm having trouble with this shade and this shade, but this shade is more of a highlighting shade. So maybe I'm just using it and feeling like it should be a topper and it's not, right? So maybe that's me here. This guy is not me. That is the palette. That shade is not very good. And then I do like these two though. They're all three of these, those are gorgeous. But I can't believe I'm saying this about this. I have high hopes. High hopes, guys. And this is making me sad. I mean, it's pretty. I like that. That's pretty. It's a pretty look. I was just thinking that this shade here would be more of, I know, I keep saying it. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking. I just can't get over how it's not really a topper. It's more of a highlight shade. And maybe that's just, I mean, it doesn't look bad right here. It's nice. I like the topper formula, I guess. That's why I'm like, Now it makes me want to try some more neutral, some more neutral palettes from Dior because I'm curious about the formula. Like, this formula to me is different. Okay. Let's do this shade. Let's just do this shade real quick. I just want to see what that looks like. Just maybe right here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll add some depth here. That shade is not very pigmented, quite frankly. It's very interesting. I might, however, put this shade underneath the lower lash line and throw it here. Okay. A little something. A little something, but not like a whole lot there. All right, y'all. Well, that was something. Very unexpected for me, I feel like. I was not expecting this to turn out the way it did. I am confused, to say the least. Quite confused, but I don't know. I was expecting it to be more like the other ones. The other ones have really great formulation. I feel like these two, specifically, these shades here were dry and just different. They were different for me, and I didn't like them. I mean, this is the first time I've used a palette on my eyes. So I'm just telling you how I feel right now. I may use it a couple more times and I may love it, but I'm really disappointed. I'm usually loving these palettes off the bat, and I'm very confused. I wonder if this is a dud. You think it's a dud? I wonder if I'm going to ask some others, maybe Jen from Feisty, and I'll ask Lexi from Lexi Zhang, their channels, ask them if theirs is like this, because if it is, then I don't know. I don't feel like I remember them saying this was like this. Y'all? Well, that concludes my first impressions of this palette. New dress. I'll continue to try it. I will. And I will let you guys know down in the comments below maybe what Jen and Lexi had to say about this particular one. All right, y'all, update. This palette is not the same. I just talked to Jen from Feisty, and she's saying that those two shades that I was disappointed in do not perform like that in her palette. So I'm gonna send this back, guys, and get another one and see if that does perform better, and then I'll be back to update you guys. But isn't that so odd? I wonder if I just got a bad one. I don't know. So thank you guys. I just wanted to give you an update. So anywho's, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Love to have you here. And don't forget to comment below and like the video. I really appreciate it if you love it, of course. And I will leave my latest video right here, and I'll see you there. Bye, y'all.